'Tis the season 4 episode 33.
Disco Delivery.
Today, for languages, we have 0 sub-only, 0 dub-only, and 5 movies and or TV shows hybrid. KenIchi. The Mighty Disciple. As you can see with these two rows, Part 1, Part 2 of Season 1, Discotek release of the Blu-ray, Season 2 in the 1-pack, and Season 2 in the Blu-ray. Only thing missing from this series is the OVA, which is another license. I've already shown this guy, but I haven't shown the DVD, so let's go with that. Season 1 DVD, fronts, spines, backs, spines again, uptown, flip it around, and do a roundhouse down to the downtown. Then, for Season 2 DVD, we have the front, spine, back again, spines once more, turn it around to see the uptown, kick flip around to see the downtown. We have the DVD fronts of the skinnies, and here we have the DVD backs of the skinnies. Disc 1, inside case 1. Disc 2, Disc 2 insert. Disc 3, Disc 3 insert. Disc 4, Disc 4 insert. Disc 5 and 6. Disc 5 and 6 insert, going green. Disc 7 and 8. Insert for Disc 7 and 8. Before we move on to Blu-ray 2, let's boogaloo over here. The mailing card, fill me out. The fill-out part of the fill me out mailing card. Funimation Entertainment, the anime source. Shin-chan, baby. Got all those. Except Genghis Khan, I got all the rest. Except for Genghis Khan, I still have all the rest. Only 2 out of this whole thing, and that is Ghost Train and Genghis Khan. And the schedule release on the back. Alright, Blu-ray Season 2. Here we have are the fronts. That looks familiar, huh? Fronts. Spines. Hiya! Spines again. Kick flip. Seen the nip of the wimps become a warrior, or has he? Set the slip down and kick open a clown. Honk. We see Disc 1, Disc 2. Pop them out. To see, well, one picture, one black side. Oh well. Should be like chapters, but what am I saying? And that is KenIchi, the Mightiest Disciple. I have seen all of this. And it is a step up from Tenno-Tenge to, now let's say, Great Teen Hero Onizuka, because it deals with a lot of punks. What I like about this show is the friendship. Yes, that means it's shonen, but you have 2 rival gangs. The bad ones, and we treat people like crap, and the good ones with a swindling character who looks like the devil character from My Shield 21. Sort of acts like him, but he swindles the other group to join them, and it's actually a fun, friendly hangout. While one faction shrinks, the other one grows. KenIchi has this guy here. He's been training with all these martial arts masters in the different fields of martial arts that they have. He's shown right here. This guy, he does Muay Thai boxing, and he is probably the silliest of them, because he's super strong, but very weak-minded. He played Reversi or Go, the main character's little sister, so much that he has gone pro and can beat anyone in the dojo. But enough of that. So KenIchi trains with all these masters, even main character girl's grandfather, and the wimp does still act like a wimp because he's a child. That's expected for his age to act that way. But he does gain more experiences and is able to defeat some big, bad, tough opponents, even to the end. I'm surprised with some of the villains who turn good, like this guy right here. He is one of those singing characters that doesn't work in American animation, but he works very well in anime. He's able to twirl about and dodge hits out of the way because he knows the fighter's rhythm. This plays an important part later on, but that's something that KenIchi has to learn while he fights. Different fighting styles, the rhythm, the different techniques, and all other such. It does escalate to a good point, but it kind of lets it go to a whole, we'll fight again. However, the whole conflict of this storyline is resolved. What's kind of cute is how she, the main girl, and KenIchi, they're obviously made as a pair. However, when they talk about it, even though they're technically boyfriend and girlfriend at this point, they humble and bumble around because they're kind of too shy about it, even though he had in season 1 a jealous tendency for the ending of season 1, and she was like, hey, I'll take it. The pace is good, the story is fun. It does not beat Hajime no Ippo by any means, but this is one if you want to feel good about yourself. So with that, I give it a recommended watch. Well, ultimately, I like the nutty characters in KenIchi, the Mightiest Disciple. Maybe one day we'll get the OVA. Maybe it's from Discotek or some other company. I do not know, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to wait in the wrong one. So, hi, yeah. Appleseed, the OVA on Blu-ray in high def. So I've already shown those two in the Appleseed Complete Collection video, so I might open them to run a pun, but let's begin as I get the disc out to show how this will be done with the fronts. The spines, kick flip to the other spine, thread it out to the back. Urban combat in the City of Dreams, baby. That's right, the city of Olympus after World War III. Set the slip down and open it up. See the disc, pop the disc out to see the other work. So it kind of looks like we have the gun once more, while having these two as different artworks for the front. Alright, so this is a story of a person who's lost his way because some act of terrorism caused this policeman to lose one person. This policeman's name is Karen. Watch the fun action of Duan and Valerius charge for the day to save it in the best possible explosive imagine. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend Appleseed to be a watch for your next gun a blazing yippee-ki-yaying city adventure. Whoa! Gotta pick up the apples. Sunflowers of Inferno. Same complaint, they should have that white like in the title screen, but whatevs. So we have the front, the spine, the other spine, and the back. The masterpiece might be a forgery, but Detective Conan is the real deal. Put the slip down and open the galley. You see the disc? Beautiful Sunflowers of Van Gogh. This time I have seen this. So the story is the Van Gogh paintings have been found and auctioned to the highest bidder, which is her best friend's rich uncle decided to purchase for his Sunflower Galleria, which draws in all the other Van Gogh artists who collected this series of paintings to come together, while Kid is supposedly after the paintings. But one plot will prevail is Kid's mission for how all this does get accomplished. Conan and the others must find out who Kid, or someone who is Kid, may or may not be, is up to. There's explosions, plane crashes, more explosions, buildings toppling, turpentine, and a huge plot twist that's kind of similar to like you and your friend that barely watches the show of Jeopardy come across this one topic that never shows up but like once in every 5 years. You sit down and watch it, and somehow your friend that never watches the show and you have known that this person does not do a quiz bowl at all, doesn't even know what it is, gets every single answer in that category correct. I guess you say question, but still. How he resolves this mystery seems a little forced. Like normally if you watch a mystery you can follow track, oh it's this person cause Scooby and the gang saw this person acting differently in this sort of situation. Well here, just out of nowhere, he just knows because of two barely lines in the movie in the news that this one person got her doctorate in Chicago, and it led up to why this painting was restored and found. Very you know that episode of Billy and Mandy when all these events happen and they unmask the person and it's a worm? Kind of like that. So that lets Van go. Urusei Yatsura, remember my love. This is the one where Taru, the main bastard, or sorry, the main character, turns into a pink hippo. So we have the fronts, the spines, the back, to fold around for the other spines. Slap the jack. Open it up to see our standard disc 3 for movie 3, and the cover that looks very similar to the slip cover, but it's kind of strange that the first movie had like the same cover all three, but we have like a centerfold, but not for this one. It's probably because of some licensing issue and they rubber stamped to say it's this way for this movie, which is fine, and I'm fine with either case. But if you have a sequence of this, you would think for the OCD that it would be the same, but whatever. It's like finding a brown speck of rice in your white rice. It's not going to kill you. Alright, this movie. This revolves the gang coming across this dimensional clown with this orb that looks suspiciously like the Shikon jewel. But with this, the person can time travel from any spectrum that he wants. The friends get caught up, and Ataru gets turned to a pink hippo and has to live his days as a pink hippo. Even when Lum disappears, he's still happy as the pink hippo. So the main plot is an ancestor of Lum gets this item and is trying to find Lum because he didn't know that he is an ancestor to her and just thought, oh, this is adorable. I'll follow this child through the timeline without growing up with the person to see what happens to them. And that's a little trite for this story. It is fun to see all the chaos that ensues because you see characters like run all over the place, like that one scene from Futurama with Zoidberg directing a movie and everyone's throwing pies at each other out of nowhere. It has that sort of chaos. You see different characters like Go Nagai's Fedora, them reading Shonen Jump, other characters that I can remember showing up and now I can't remember, but it's all a crisscross hish-hash of fun. Out of the 3 movies that are released so far, number 3 will be in the 3 spot, 2 would be in the 1 spot, and 1 would be in the 2 spot. If you're feeling down, this would be a good upper. Remember my love? Ninja Robots or Warrior Robots Tobikage. We have the fronts. We have the spines. We have the other spines. We have the backs. The power in you, get in the machine, ninja robots. Only these teenage warriors can unleash the great ninja power. We open it up to see Disc 1 with Joe the Crazy Chicken. Disc 2 with the other blue-haired girl robot enthusiast, Jenny. Disc 3 with Brother Mike. He gets indigestion if he eats too many burgers. And Disc 4 with the wild and radical Icelander. We erect this up so you can see the insert art. Alright. I finally watched this. Also a bit of history about me. When I ran my anime club, this was one of the contenders to be in the starting vote list. However, I chose to choose Gokudo over the torrents of this. I discovered this by looking up Lost Dubs, and I looked in the Australian region and this popped up. But luckily the Discotek gang had this license and teamed up with the rest of the world to seek out all the dubbed episodes, which was amazing. I'm glad to see that that happened. One of the complaints I do have, even though as much effort that's put in, you have to reach to a point of enough is enough, is I could have sworn that they were going to put the Cartoon Network bumpers when this aired in Australia, India, and some other place that I forgot about. Also, there's one audio imbalance, but it's like over a line like, oh, what does he know? Which, okay, I can live without that correction. But the story is very fun. It has some similarities with Aura Battler Dunbine, particularly with the Icelander character and what the team's trying to do. The team is trying to save the aliens that come to Earth. This is not an isekai, and Icelander is very similar to Ben Burning from Aura Battler Dunbine. The whole is with one side and swaps to the other plot line. He gets a ninja robot himself to rival Joe Maya, and then sorta gets his upcomings around. Icelander gets an easier time in this one. I also found it fun because you have these youths of 16 trying to escape work or military and join their own adventure to save these people, and just ignore all military protocol while they're on the alien ship while saving them every time. It does anger and heat the people that are on the ship trying to run it as a military to protect the princess, which her home is in shambles, by the way. The dubbed lines are funny at times, but it's actually a decent dub. I do like some of the scenes that they're in that they could have added for like the hokey dub clips if you've been paying attention to like Discotek, a Mike Tool panel, or hashtag DocSane when he does his terrible anime dubs panels. This was a lot of fun. Only thing is, sort of like Dunbine, it ends very openly and the last 2 episodes are clip shows. Why? Oh man. I would love to see like a reboot of this just so we can see the whole adventure, as long as they keep the character types like they are. This was worth the wait. I love that it's out. I enjoyed watching it. It was very fun. So from me to you, go get this Blu-ray. It's well worth it. Even if it does end open-endedly, it was still fun to see this adventure. So that ninja, hiya and stuff. I'm out. Remember to check out my affiliate links below as we wrap up the show to see all the things that I have to glow. Now we wrap up and turn a smile as we watch the video that we have seen while to while. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment below, watch my playlists, share with your friends, follow my social medias, ring that bell, and I'll have more to come later. Thank you for watching.